who?
Oh,
Hi. How do you spell it? Hi, I'm Ross. I'll be your waiter tonight.
Please.
I don't know why I'm bothering with a menu. I already know what I want.
Good. Makes my life easier.
Well, hello, stranger. What? Your dad rope you into being a waitress?
Well, Lynn called in sick, and Ruth just finished a 10-hour shift, so she's home with the kids, and here I am.
Well, if you're not going to talk about me, I'm going to go say hi to Buzz. Okay?
Hi, Russ. Sit down, just for a minute.
You look so good, surprisingly good. I know you must be a basket case.
I am?
Oh, well, I know Susan's going away to school and the divorce and everything. I mean, you're just sad and you've lost so much.
Well, you know, when you make it sound that good, Blake, I guess I should be miserable, but actually, I feel terrific.
Oh, come on, Harley, you don't have to put up a front with me, really.
I am not putting up a front, really. Yeah, for months, I was on a roller coaster ride, really. It was like I was inching up the incline, you know, bracing myself, seeing it looming ahead in the distance and dreading it.
The divorce.
Yeah. But, you know, now that it's happened, I feel like I went over the big drop, screaming, of course, but I landed in one piece, and actually, I'm so relieved, I'm just giddy. I've realized that life can be fun again.
It can?
It's all in how you look at it, Blake.
So give me a fresh perspective, okay? Because the way things are going with Ross, I'm so confused. I don't know whether to leave the man or seduce him.
Now, Harley seems to be doing quite well.
Harley's doing great. Getting rid of Philip is the best thing that ever happened to her.
Now, tread lightly. That's my nephew of whom you're speaking ill.
And your nephew has many fine qualities.
Yes, he does.
Making my daughter first in his life was not one of them. Beth and Philip's children with Beth were always his first priority. He proved that over and over again.
Well, you know I don't agree with you on that score, but then again, I'm a little biased. And so are you. Now, I would imagine that's how Blake sees me. You know, not being quite as committed to her and our life together as I should be.
Well, I think she's going to sing a different tune when you pop out this surprise wedding.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, considering Harley's anti-marriage sentiments, I don't know if I want her influencing Blake.
I just can't stand it. I mean, Ross acts as if my love for him, my commitment to him, is totally inconsequential. I mean, I lie in bed at night stewing about this. I mean, literally, steam comes out of my ear.
I remember feeling that way.
Yeah, but you don't anymore. What happened? I mean, it's like you...
I just turned a corner.
And how did you do that?
Well, I'm no longer living with the thing that made me that angry. You know? But you know, it's ironic, because the further away from Philip I get, I mean, well, the more I reconnect with myself, really, the more I realize that I think we can be friends again. But, you know, to get to that point, I had to do everything possible to try to make my marriage work first.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, have you done everything you possibly can to make it work? I know you want to go to this spa. And you know what? If going there is going to make you feel good, then I think you should do it. But if you're just going to sit there wasting a lot of money and stewing about your non-marriage...
You know me so well.
Oh, yeah. Then I think you should probably just stay here, face Ross, and deal with the situation. For better or worse.
Buzz, I'm telling you, I've just about had it. The logistics of this thing has been a nightmare. I can't tell you how many hours it's taken to put this party together. Logistics? Yeah, you have to coordinate the caterers with the florists, with the musicians. Then I had to deal with this ice sculpture guy. Who the hell likes these things? They're big, pretentious ice cubes. But worse by far, was the accommodations.
Accommodations?
Well, I can't invite everybody to drive all the way out to the spa, to party and to drink, and then send them home in the middle of the night, so I booked some rooms at the spa. But, of course, they didn't have enough, so I had to book the overflow in this B&B across the road.
Wow! You're going to go all the way with this thing, huh?
You know, and then I got to thinking, why not start this party in Springfield? So I chartered a bus and a driver.
A traveling party?
Yeah.
What a hoot.
Yeah, and I got the deluxe package, which includes a full bar, a conversation pit, a masseuse, and a Dixieland band.
Is that fun or what? It's a blast. I can't. Well, I wouldn't expect this of you. I somehow thought, you know, that your tastes were more, how shall I say, sedate.
Oh, they are. They are, but this is not about me. This is about making Blake happy and making her understand that she's the most important thing in my life. And when it comes to events like this with Blake, believe me, the flashier, the better.
She's gonna love it. You lost your mind, Boo Blake, you know.
Blake. Are you all right? Because you don't look all right.
What you said earlier about facing Ross, facing my problems, you gave me a lot to think about.
In a good way or a bad way?
Actually, I'm very clear about what I need to do next. Crystal clear. Crystal.
In a good way or a bad way? Blake!
Ross, I need to speak with you.
Yeah, we'll be over in a minute.
Now.
What, dear?
Ross, I've been overcome by some, feelings that I need to express to you right now, right here, before I chicken out.
What did you say to Blake to get her so fired up?
Nothing. All right, I gave her some advice, some good advice.
I'm afraid to ask.
No, I just suggested that maybe going to the spa this weekend wasn't in her best interest. Maybe she should stay here with Ross and try to, you know, spend some quality time and work things out. That's probably what she's telling him right now.
Lord, I hope not. I don't... But, do you realize what you've done?
Yes. I just helped Ross out of a jam. He's been freaking out because he thought Blake was going away for the weekend. He thought it was going to ruin this big party he had planned for her.
That's exactly right. That's precisely what he spent 48 hours trying to arrange, to move the party to the spa. You know, the spa, where she's now not going to be, thanks to you.
Oh.
Let me remind you that you are a Cooper. You are genetically unfit to give anybody advice about anything, at any time, about any subject.
I thought that only applied to you.
I've finally seen the light, and I realized that I can't run away from my problems. Since you're my biggest problem, that means I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna face you. I'm gonna stay put.
Good, because I was looking forward to having dinner with you.
No, I'm not talking about tonight. I'm talking about this weekend. I'm not gonna go to the spa. I decided that that's just a bad idea.
Why is it a bad idea?
Well, I decided going away for the weekend alone, you know, just focusing on me and what I don't have is not the way to go about it. I need to stay here with the father of my children. And you're the man that I love. And I need to focus on what I do have and how lucky I am to have it, even though it's not exactly what I want.
Oh, Blake, you are such a magnificent woman.
Oh, yeah? So marry me.
You know, right now, I am willing to do anything to make you happy, and someday, very soon, you will realize how true that statement is.
Mm.
Oh, hello.
Knock, knock.
I'm popular tonight.
Oh, well, you told me you were working late, so I thought I'd bring you company and food. Brought your favorites. Well, okay, they're mine, but you like them too. And I didn't cook anything, really.
Honey, this is very sweet, but, if it's all right with you, could we please not play the Ross and marriage game tonight? I'm just not in the mood.
Mom, we have conversations about other things than Ross. I mean, just the other day we talked about my spa vacation, right?
Were you trying to get away from Ross?
Okay, well, what about the debate we had over the character in my book?
Loosely based on your own trials. Fiery, gorgeous redhead tries to get her true love to marry her.
He was a mob boss.
It's your feelings. It's all about your feelings, right?
Okay, what is going on here? What is the problem?
I love Ross. I know you two belong together. You probably always be together. But can't you think about something else? Can't you think about the rest of your life? Yourself?
Yeah, and
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be motherly. I got. See what I got?
That's cute. Is that Buzz's crude handiwork? It's romantic. It's a little late.
Meg, from Meg. Fletcher sent me this box, this care package of her drawings and her letters.
Wow. My little sister has sophisticated artwork now.
Yeah, she's growing up without me.
Oh, no, Mom. Oh, no, Meg loves you.
Oh,
She does. She feels close to you. I mean,
she doesn't even know me.
Hey, you're the one who believes in black and white. Well, here it is in red and white. All right? She wrote it right there. Look at that.
Yes, that's very sweet. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. What's wrong with me today? I got this, and I started thinking about time, about how we miss so much. I miss so much with you and with her, and for what? For work and relationships and.
All right, don't go there. Because now is the only thing that matters. And we're close now. And Meg loves you and she feels close to you, Mom. She does. She does. And it's good to see you like this.
Why? I'm a mess.
No, the walls of your heart are down. It's nice.
You sound like a romance novelist.
Yeah, well, that's what you need more of. Romance.
Right.
I'm sure Buzz Cooper would love to see the softer side of Holly Lindsay.
That would kill it. What we have is about sparring, about challenging. We do not cry on each other's shoulders.
Oh, well, you've forgotten something about Buzz.
What?
He's a romantic.
Not the Buzz I know.
Mother, this is the man who knocks over wedding cakes to get to the woman he loves.
Oh, darn. That was a long time ago. People change.
Not that much.
Let's not talk about romance.
Okay. Let's talk about food. Why don't we take this picnic to go? Because those children are yours, too. I know you hate that term, grandmother, but...
I like it when they say it.
Well, so then let's hear it.
All right. Aren't they sleeping?
Well, wake them.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Like a schoolboy, I am still breathless over your phone call this afternoon.
Oh, come on, it's no big deal when I call you to meet me for a drink. Champagne, the best you've got.
I take it your hyperventilation on the phone has something to do with the expensive champagne that I'm buying.
I am buying, or rather, Darlena Lacroix is buying.
Your literary alter ego is paying... What is it? Did you finish Selena's book and submitted it, right?
You betcha. Apparently, my editor left the galleys on her desk when a very important friend of hers dropped by. Actually, an important friend who is on the staff of the Metropolitan Book Review.
Get out. The Metropolitan Book Review?
Martin Beckwith.
Get out.
I gather he didn't realize what he was reading. He must have picked up a piece of paper to read it and glance at it while my editor was taking a phone call, but by the end of that phone call, he was so engrossed. She had to convince him not to leave the building with the master copy before it had been proofed. He had to know what happened next.
Honey, coming from him, that's a huge compliment.
They agreed that if he got one of the first copies off the press, he would review it in their magazine.
I'm so proud of you.
How proud.
And Selena would be thrilled for you, too.
Yeah. Selena. Well, at least something good's coming out of this mess with the Santoses. Martin Beckwith. He reviews serious writers. We're talking, I've seen his works on Updike and Fitzgerald, and now he's reviewing me, Darlena Lacroix.
No, he's not.
Excuse me?
Good one. Martin Beckwith is not going to review Darlena's book because she didn't write it. This is going to be a huge success. Publish this under your name.
about that. I mean, Darlene has been very good to me. She gave me my start in this crazy business, and don't you think it rather crass of me to dump her before I'm almost famous?
Okay, it's your choice. Blake or Darlena. I'm proud of you both.
How proud?
Very. I know how difficult it was to write that Selena book. And you know something? Mr. Beckwith, he hasn't seen anything yet.
You really mean that, don't you?
I mean every word of it.
Boy, I almost have everything I want.
I don't think you should have to qualify that statement.
Boy, mister, I couldn't agree with you more.
And yet, as your editor said to Mr. Beckwith, you just have to be patient a little while longer.
Where did you come from?
Kalamata's. Next question. No, actually, I have the next question. Why have you been avoiding me?
Who says I've been avoiding you?
That's not an answer. That's another question.
I haven't been avoiding you.
No, come on. You haven't been here once for weeks.
I've been incredibly busy.
You know, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how you go from, like, just normal busy to incredibly busy just overnight? Specifically the night that we went to Towers and had dinner, and I brought up a huge little three-letter word. Starts with S, ends with X. There's an E in the middle.
Sex.
Sex, yeah. The minute that it happened, I mean, what, you know, the word, not the activity, you went AWOL.
Buzz, I'm a grown woman. Don't say you've noticed.
Olive?
And I don't run and hide when a man makes an inappropriate gesture or draws an even more inappropriate conclusion.
Like the next logical step would be sex. I said something like that about us, didn't I?
Yeah, that was it. You haven't forgotten.
Apparently neither have you. You must have been thinking a lot about me and that little word.
No.
Aw, come on now. I mean, it wasn't exactly, you know, chivalrous of me, you know, bringing up that night. But you can't say it hasn't been working a little juju on you. I mean, you've been imagining what it would be like with me, haven't you? Dreaming about it, night after night, until finally you're here.
I'm here to beat Blake.
Oh, you sure you don't want to?
No, I'll pass. Thanks.
On everything?
What was that?
Oh, and everything that Ross was planned with, you know, Blake's surprise party. Is it still on?
I'm not sure. I think it's on hold till Richard and Cassie get here.
Oh, darn. You invited me to go with you, and that would be like our first event, you know, officially together, you know. But you know what, we can create our own event. We can, like, maybe, you know, spring festival, you know, go to a terrific romantic place, say, Greece, for example. You know, we could celebrate the change of seasons. We could, you know, picnic under trees where these olives grew from, and we could stroll through wildflowers and dance in the sunset.
And then what?
Well, in Greek, it has more than 7 letters.
What have you done to my mother?
Nothing yet, but I'm working on it. Kalamata?
See something you like? What's up with you? You're watching Buzz the way a cat watches a bird.
I'm not after Buzz, believe me.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, I can be no nonsense without being no nonsense.
What happened?
Buzz has just leapfrogged our very comfortable non-relationship into sex.
You had sex with Buzz?
No, I didn't.
that you'd like to?
Well, there are times I'd like to annihilate him.
Did you have words?
I made a friendly gesture a while back, and he completely misconstrued it. And that's it. Can we change the subject?
Easily. Voila.
This is it.
This is it.
And you've gone with Darlena.
I felt I owed her.
Oh, Darlene's just beautiful.
Metropolitan Review of Books thinks so, too.
The work of a skilled and committed writer, richly drawn characters as complex as a gripping story with the gritty edge of a modern fable.
Me, a serious writer who would have thunk it.
I would. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Why aren't you more excited? There was a time you would have memorized every word.
I know I should be disgustingly thrilled, shouldn't I? It's just, something's troubling me.
What?
Buzz. You know, the idea behind this book was very simple. I would interview Selena and tell her life story through a fictional character.
Yeah.
But the whole situation mushroomed and, well, it did what books are supposed to do. It took on a life of its own.
And nearly took her life in the process.
By the time she left town, I had totally lost control over what came out about her past. So yes, I feel responsible. And I don't think I'm going to feel good about this book until I make peace with Buzz.
So that's why you wanted to meet me here, so I could smooth the process. Not your best idea.
Can I get you in? Is that the book?
Yes, that's the book. I'd like you to have this copy.
What makes you think I want it?
Buzz, I know that this book is a sore spot with you.
Just say anything there about you being a master of understatement.
What? Can you give her a chance?
To what? To what? To get me to read a story that I already know by heart that I wish to God I could forget?
You might be surprised.
Oh, well, let me see. Would this happen to be about a woman, let's say her name is Selena, who fell in love with a married mobster?
It's not her name in the book.
And she has a son with a guy, and the guy is subsequently beaten to death because he won't tell his wife who his lover is, so she is safe for the moment. Then she moves into a town where the mobster's family lives, and where a schnook, a restaurant owner, falls in love with her. They're happy until someone wants to write a book about her interesting story.
Buzz.
So she shares her secret with this writer, but the secrets aren't kept. All hell breaks loose. The mob goes after her. She skips town to save her own skin. And the schnook is still a schnook, but now he's alone. Is that about it?
Why don't you find out for yourself?
Maybe this isn't the right approach.
Buzz, I would like you to have a copy of this book before it comes out. So you could be prepared for what the press has to say, or word of mouth.
But this is going to be very good. I mean, the reviews.
How am I supposed to get ready for this? Am I supposed to flagellate myself, start the book that ruins your life, a club, you know what I mean? And you know, this would be the first selection. I could be the Oprah of losers.
You know, it might not be as bad as you think.
That's what Custer said.
It's a novel, not a biography. The names have been changed. The situations have been modified. No one is even going to recognize that...
What?
Well, then all the more reason for you to read it. Look, I know that a lot of people were hurt in the course of researching this book. None more than you, Buzz, but I'm just trying to make something positive come out of this tragedy.
You caused, and you happen to make a few bucks out of it. This is all the better.
Well, that's not fair.
Neither is losing my other half.
Look, this wasn't entirely my fault. Yes, I got the ball rolling, but Selena participated in this just as much as I did. In fact, I wanted to bag it at one point, and she was the one who insisted that we keep going.
Oh, swell. Pin it on the lady who left.
Does this have to be about blame?
Yes!
Buzz, had I known that she was keeping all of these secrets, I never would have pursued it. But what happened, happened. And now we have this.
That's nothing that a good old-fashioned book burning can't solve.
I just wanted to write a great book that showed who these people really were. Okay, maybe it's not great, but if I created a character that's half the woman that Selena is, I will be satisfied, Buzz, because all I wanted to do was give justice to a brave lady who's led a tough life. Can you not just accept this book in that spirit?
No.
Buzz, what can I say to get through to you?
So long would be good.
Maybe you should just forget.
No. Would you rather that nothing good come out of this?
You're the only person in the world thinks some good can come out of this. I say this damn thing should never have been published. I said it from the start. You tricked Selena into this.
Oh, come
on. Come on.
Wait a
She's as
minute.
smart and as strong as they come. She knows how the world works because she had to survive in it. There's no way she would have poured her guts out about, the great love of her life if she hadn't been suckered into it.
Or maybe she felt guilty for so long she wanted to confess.
Yes, and she used that. By the time Selena had figured out that she'd been had, it was too late. Grandma Santos was on her like a bloodhound.
Buzz, Selena didn't spill her guts. She told me little bit by little bit, and then she changed everything around.
None of it would have come out at all if you hadn't conned her into trusting you. I mean, what do you want me to do? You want me to read this thing? Read it, huh? And shed a tear or two and then think, tell you, geez, oh, it's so beautiful, Blake. I love it. So you won't have to feel guilty about ripping the life out of my life. Well, dream on, sister. You should feel guilty.
Haven't you heard what she's been saying, or are you just not listening?
Oh, Mama Bear protects her cub.
Yeah, when threatened, yes. Selena had some big secrets, big ones, and Maria Santos found out.
Because baby cub opened her big fat mouth.
Because Maria Santos is very smart, and she put the clues together.
Clues I provided, I admit it. But I had no idea that they were clues at the time. Come on, Buzz, do you think I'm so stupid?
I don't have to think anything! I don't have to think anything! I know! I know it here and here!
Would you calm down?
Do you hear? Calm yourself. Calm yourself. I should calm myself.
Buzz.
Selena almost was killed because of this. Because of you and your precious book. She was almost killed. She would be here today if it hadn't been for your digging into things that you had no business in and should have been left the hell alone.
Oh, just stop it.
Okay? And I'm supposed to calm myself?
Stop it.
Calm yourself. Stop it. That's what I should have done. That's what I wish I could have done to this sacred project. But you'd already sucked her in. You already had fed her a sugar pill of redemption, hadn't you? Tell all, Selena. Come clean and you will be saved. And she had to do it. I mean, amen and hallelujah.
Oh, please, Buzz.
Oh, God, tell me, what did it have to happen this way? Are you up there? Is anybody up there? You hear me? Are they listening? Nah. If this great author could have glommed on anyone else on God's green earth, I would be a happy man today with a woman I love. But look at me now. I am pathetic. I've been reduced to making passes at women that are either too cold or too scared to feel anything, much less jump into bed with me. It's a curse. It's a curse!
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I had no idea that Buzz was still so angry.
Or so crazy. He's got a lot of problems.
I thought he would have forgiven me by now.
Apparently not.
I still say if he gave this book half a chance, he would see how heroic Selena is, you know, even though that's not her name in the book.
Mom. Honey, are you going home now?
Yeah, why?
Why don't you go on and I'll meet you there and we can celebrate your book the way it deserves to be celebrated. This isn't the right place.
No kidding. Are you okay?
Yes, I just want to have a word with the owner.
He's very close to the edge.
Over it, I'd say.
I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to turn things up between the two of you.
Oh, no, things have been choppy already.
Still,
No, just go. It's not your fault.
Mom.
Go on. Consider it fair warning.
Gotcha. Good luck.
Where do you get off talking to Blake like that?
Thanks.
You, who are so enamored of the truth, so wedded to the idea that nothing is more important than honesty.
Enamored and wedding. What do you really have on your mind?
At the moment, my daughter and her book. You rip into her, you criticize her writing from one end to the other. Here's a little bit of truth for you. You can't possibly judge the book if you haven't read it.
I lived it. That's enough.
You're a fool.
The only thing reading that book can give me is pain.
You know, you're wrong. Because reality gave you your pain. Real events, flesh and blood people. And maybe what she has done is taken that hard and hurtful reality and transformed it into something that speaks of truth and strength and not all loss and pain and suffering. But you'll never know because you won't read it. Buzz, it is fiction.
It is a waste of paper. If I had my way, I'd have it sent to a pulp mill, every copy. It would be justice for the pain I've been put through by your kid.
No. Justice would be if you would spend the rest of your life with your head wedged right where it is now.
Got it. Listen, lady. Blake may be a ditz, but she's no idiot. She knew what she was doing was wrong.
That is absolutely untrue.
You didn't say... I saw her. She came in here day after day after day going on and on about how she was this award-winning writer who had no ideas for her second novel. She was desperate for a story. And when she hit on Selena, my life blew apart like a house of cards in a hurricane. But she wasn't satisfied with just wrecking my life. That wasn't enough. She had to go ahead and write the damn thing. So don't expect me to give it the stamp of approval. To me, it's not art. To me, it's selfishness in hardcover.
You know, I really, at this point, I don't give a damn what you put your stamp on. You can read the book or not read the book. I really couldn't care less.
Oh, now we're making progress.
But, you know, something about that three-letter word you brought up?
Sex.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Cross that out of your dictionary completely because you will never, ever need it with me. And as for my being scared and frigid, I am neither. But I will give you a word that will perfectly describe my response to going to bed with you, and that is repulsed.
Out. Now.
Consider me gone. But you know, Buzz, you really should get some help. Really. You need it.